Walk on, people, you don't know, it's with us earlier again with another video. So I know in my last video I spoke about Alana's form, that it really needs to be fixed, and for the most part most people agreed with me. If you disagree, that's fine, but it's just based on my observation. And I also want to say that I don't mean any harm by it. It's just, I don't mean any harm, because at the end of the day, we know athletes can be sensitive about certain situations, but we that are here, that are the fans of the sport, we also have a right to speak what we think. We have a right to our opinions, and that is my opinion, that her technique needs to be fixed. You know, the drive phase, literally every part of her race needs to be fixed, because she's literally just running. She just get up and run, that's it. You cannot tell the difference between her acceleration and her finish. It's just she just runs. You don't see the difference in her technique. But with that said, let's get off her name for now and talk about Oblique Seville. The old Oblique Seville has died. Now there is a new Oblique Seville. Oblique Seville, always had a decent technique, right? Not bad drive phase and not a bad finish. If we watch the race that he won, the 100 meter, the World Championship race last year that he won, it wasn't the best technique, but somehow he managed to pull through and win that one. But it wasn't the best technique. He was just running too, but his technique isn't that bad. But this year I'm seeing a different Oblique Seville in terms of his technique, and he looks even stronger, because throughout the race his knees are at a 90 degree angle, and he's extending properly. He just looks overall better in terms of his form. His drive phase looks really powerful, like he looks more powerful, and he looks technically better than he was last year. Last year was just raw speed from Oblique Seville and a little technique. This year it's power, speed, proper technique from Oblique Seville. The way he starts his race, you can see the drive phase, that he's pushing through that drive phase, that he's driving his legs in the ground with maximum force. In the middle part of his race, you see when he gets up out of that drive phase and then starts pushing to the end, he's lifting and clawing back. He's doing what we would call in track and field dorsiflex with the ankles. Like, this guy is looking really strong, and he's looking really better from a technical perspective, and he looks powerful, right? Before, Oblique looked like just a fast athlete with a decent enough technique to win, but this time he looks like a fast, powerful athlete with good technique, and that is what I want to see. And he looks stronger, and he looks more mature in terms of his muscles. You can see the muscle maturity, right? You can see the definition in his muscles, right? Last year he was just this smooth looking guy, but you can see the change in his physique, the change in his muscle definition, the change in his muscle fibers. You can see that difference from Oblique Seville, and that is what I want to see. That is why I say, guys, that Oblique Seville can run a 9.6 this season, 9.65 seconds. That is my prediction for Oblique Seville this season, right? Up by the time he's ready to run that World Ultimate Championship with no injuries, I'm telling you guys, Oblique Seville can definitely run that 9.65 seconds. So look out for it. It is possible. And the crazy part about it also is that he ran 46 on the 400 meter loaded. We could see that he was heavy and he came through with 46 seconds. Oblique Seville is ready to just unleash on that 100 meters, and I'm telling you guys, when he starts to deload and get lighter and lighter and just start flowing through that 100 meter with his new technique that he has, and the newfound strength and power that he has found, I'm telling you that he can definitely finish that 100 meter in 9.65 seconds. Remember, you heard it here first from Witter's World. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to watch my previous video of my opinion on Alana's technique and why I believe it really needs to be fixed for this stage of her career. Big up.